Should we have an intro?
This is our podcast intro.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to HTS Podcast. My name is Oscar. This is my sister, Sophia. This is our podcast. It's called the HTS Podcast, HTS, no I. Sophia, are you ready? This is the first episode of the new year, 2025. It's technically not 2025 yet, but it's going to come out then, so woohoo.
Bitch, go
This is
down.
episode number 40.
Hold on, I'm fighting with my TV. I was trying to turn down.
Sorry, Sophia's so unprepared.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, Sophia, shut up. I'll just mute you. I'll continue on with my little intro here. This is episode 40. We're almost at episode 50 in 10 weeks. It's a little ways away, but still.
A little ways away.
I feel like we should do something for episode 50. I don't know what the fuck we'll do because we're not famous and not making money. So it's not like we have a budget to work with, but whatever. Maybe we'll do something, right? And it's like, you know what I honestly think is the part of like the fact that we haven't really gotten anywhere with this podcast yet. You know what bugs me the most? Not bugs me the most about that, but like lets me down the most.
That we're not making money.
Is that we don't have an audience to interact with. Not really. Like, because I would say if we had an audience, I would 100% just be like, tell us what we should do for the 50th episode. And then we get all these suggestions and then we do it. You know what I mean? Or
yeah.
Like for segments. I am totally down with like having every segment be like audience based. Like ask us a question or like fucking ask for advice or like this or that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I don't think people want to listen about how we're not popular and it sucks. So let's move on.
Well, here's the thing. You would think making money is the part that sucks the most, or not making money is the part that sucks the most. You would think whatever is the part that sucks the most. Not for me. Like I would so totally
Oscar's lonely and he wants to talk to strangers on the internet. Anyways, moving on. I have
you
a
better
topic.
Have something good since you want to shut me down so fucking quickly and rudely. Hurry up.
Okay, I'll give you the good one. So I made a big girl purchase. It's not even a big girl purchase. It was just expensive. It actually
already sucks.
Anyways, I bought a popcorn machine. Right? And it's one of those big ones like that, like a vintage popcorn machine, right? And I got it and I was like, it got here. And I was very excited. And then I went and I was assembling it. I was putting like the lid on the little kettle thing. And then I was putting the kettle in the fucking popcorn thing. I was screwing in the little light bulb. And then it came to the last part, the door that goes whoosh whoosh, right? It was there. And then I was like putting it on and then it broke. The little hinge thing. Oh, I think I have it actually.
Sophia's stories suck. Anyways.
Look.
Nah, but it would be super cool. My point is I don't know what we're going to do for the 50th episode. And we don't have any help. And it would be nice if we had help.
Hi, Cyrus.
But we should figure something out.
Yeah, we will. Don't worry. This is the little hinge thing, right? I put it on. It like doesn't go in more than this. Like it just doesn't. So I was like, okay, I guess it's there. And then I went to open it and I went to close it because I had put it on. It had to be put on like open just because of like the way it was. And then I went to close it and it went and then it broke. And I hadn't even used it. And I actually just got off the phone with Oscar.
Let me see. Get it closer. Like
here, let me get it closer to you. Can you see?
It like actually tore.
It like actually tore with shitty ass fucking yes. And so I was like, God fucking damn it. So I had to put my big girl pants on. And I went to the hardware store. And I found hinges. Because I was like, listen, okay, let's do some math real quick in our heads, right? This broke, right? And I was going to cry. And I was like, I can't use this anymore. It's broken forever. It's unusable. And I was like, okay, no. You're just being dramatic. And so I was like, okay. And then I looked. And then I tried to see if the brand had replacements of this. But it didn't. It only had replacements of the whole fucking door. And that was too expensive. And I was like, no. So then I went to the hardware store called Menards. Apparently, Menards, I thought it was just like a hardware store, but it's like a whole fucking, it has groceries, has like pet stuff, has hardware stuff. It's like a fucking everything store. It was weird. Anyways, but it's not like Walmart where it has like some hardware stuff. No, like it had like Home Depot hardware stuff and then plus other stuff. It was weird. It tripped me out. Anyways, I was like, okay, I just need to find a hinge. And it took me so long to think of what a hinge is called. I was like, what the fuck is this shit called? And I was like looking at it. I was like, thing That I was like looking it up online. I was like, thing that turns with holes that you connect to doors, and then it gave me hinges, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what it's called. So I got it right. No, yeah. And then I was like, okay, I just need to buy one. And then I was like, fuck, how do I know if it's the right size? Like, and then I was like, it's okay. I'll just take this one. I didn't take this one. I took off the other one of the door so I could have like a not broken one for like a frame of reference. And then I found one, right? I found all the hinges. Oscar, do you know how many fucking hinges there are? How many different sizes? How many different holes? It's a lot. It's like a whole fucking wall of them. And so I went like an idiot with my fucking hinge thing to all of them. And then I was like, should I ask for help? And I was like, no, mama didn't raise no bitch. So then I went, right? And then I found it finally. And it was like $4 for a pair of two. And I was like, ah! And then I came and then I put it on the thing, like the way it's supposed to be. And then the door wasn't closing. And I was like, it's a fucking hinge. What do you mean the door's not closing? And then I was like, why? Why is this not working? And then I did some more math, right? And I figured this has like a little bit of a space. Like it was the right size where the holes were, but like lengthwise it wasn't. You know what I mean? And I was like, am I going to have to go back to that fucking store and look at the whole wall again and find like a wider one this time? And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that shit. And then I just flipped it. So now the screws, like, you know how usually when you screw something in, you see the little cross, right, on the outside? And like where the actual like pointy shit is in the back. But I just flipped it. So now the pointy shit's like facing us. But now my door closes. And there's like this much more of a gap both ways because it wasn't like long enough. But that's okay. I'm not looking at that. The door closes is the point of the story. And I did a boy's job as a woman.
You did it wrong, so no, you didn't.
That what?
First of all, the space on the hinge, that's wrong. Like you said it just won't, and I just don't believe you. Like you're doing something wrong. No way that hinge is supposed to be like that. Second, I bet you didn't. Like, I bet you insisted on putting this thing together without any sort of instructions, huh?
No, I actually looked at the instructions. I actually did. Because, look, okay, there's like a little... I can't even get this out of here. Like, I can't fucking... And I'm scared because it like tore, so I'm scared to cut it myself, so I don't want to like yank that shit out. No, because the other one, the one I took on the bottom, it does go all the way in. But this one...
Exactly. You broke it or something. It's not just how it is.
No, because like... Look, this one, it has like a screw. What do you call it? Like it was like a tube and then a little lip, right? Like a little nipple on the bottom of the tube on the side. So you could only put it down one way. And so I put it down that one way, but then it wouldn't go down anymore after that. You know what I mean?
No, but I mean, there's nothing I can do
for
you.
Look, like
Speaking of Sophia assembling shit without instructions, it's kind of a thing of hers. I don't know what she is. I think she's trying to prove that she don't need a man or some shit. Because whenever she gets shit, she insists on putting it together without using the instructions for no fucking reason. She's just like, nah, like I just want to like see if I could do it. And it's like, why? Like, why would you just break it? Like when you could just not and just do it and then it'd just be cool. So I bought her a fucking cat tree for Christmas.
Yeah. It's great. My cat loves it. It's ginormous.
And I put it together for her. It was fucking bullshit.
It's great. It's the best Christmas present.
She opened it, like the box that got there. She saw the box and opened it and it was like, oh, cat tree, woohoo. And then we were all like, you know how like everybody opens the presents and then it's that kind of moment afterwards where everybody's just kind of chilling, like, what do we do now? My fucking parents, or Sophia was like, hey, Oscar, you want to help me put this together? And I was like, no, because I didn't. I was chilling, having a good time, watching a movie. And my parents, being themselves, were like, yeah. Like, I'm such a fucking asshole, right? So then there I was. I put the whole fucking thing together. Because that fucking ding-dong couldn't even figure out which parts were which on the fucking diagram. where I was like, here, pass me one of these, pass me one of those. And she was like,
the stickers were like tiny.
Is that one? I was like, is that one? And she was like, how did you know that? And I'm like, so anyways, everybody else was hanging out, having a good time.
I was having a great time.
Cat tree. I was putting together the cat tree all by myself. What movie were we watching? We were watching
The Grinch.
I don't remember which one, but it was good.
The Grinch.
The Grinch? Oh, yeah.
The live action one. The only good one. Just kidding. The other ones are good too, but it's the best one.
Nah. The old cartoon one is fucking ass. But the newer cartoon one with Doctor Strange and shit, that was cool. That was good. I like that one.
Sounds like.
Why are you taking down your tree?
Honestly,
you just don't want to. You're just too lazy.
Yeah, I am.
I don't even know why. I don't even know why I ask Sophia questions.
Like I don't know either.
I know her so fucking well. Like I could just tell you. I could tell you everything. I could tell you how she feels, why she feels, what she's eventually gonna do. Like,
all right, do it. Tell me what's gonna happen with the tree.
I just know. First of all, you don't even know that the fucking ad is on the TV.
I know, I saw.
Second, she's gonna leave it there and just ignore it and just be too lazy to do it until she needs the space. When she needs it for something, because Sophia's also like, what's it called?
A shopaholic.
No, not like crazy, but crazy. Where like every now and then she just needs change. And it usually comes in the form of like the rearranging of her space. Where she has to rearrange her room, or she has to rearrange. She usually just rearranges her room. She rearrange it like every fucking 3 months.
All I have. And now I have the whole apartment.
But now she has the whole apartment. So she's going to need change very quickly. And she's going to need space. Or she's going to have like an occasion. And then, only then, is she going to go, fine, I'll put this fucking tree away just because it's in the way of my vision. And I want to do this other shit. And put this other shit there. Or move whatever. And then it doesn't work if it's there. And then she'll put it away.
Nuh-uh.
I'm giving it like 3 weeks until she puts it away. But anyways. Or now, because we're having this conversation, she's going to put it away this week so that in the next episode, it doesn't come out. And she'll be like, see you, bitch. I'm not lazy. I just put it away just cuz.
No, both of those theories are wrong. It's going to stay up till April. Do you know why it's staying up till April? Because that's when my mom's going to come back to visit me. And then she'll put it up.
That's what I said. An occasion. Oh, that's funny. Oh, Sophia told me yesterday we were on the phone and we were talking about whatever. And we're both thinking of going back to Texas for my birthday. Just because everybody's like, what are we doing for your birthday, Oscar? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't have any fucking money. Like,
I'm broke 99.
I don't have anything to do. And then they're like, okay, but what are we doing? So I'm like, I'll go back home. I don't fucking know, right? Like, I guess. And so then Sophia's going too. And then we were just talking about it, like getting days off and this and that. And then Sophia was like, yeah, and get days off for my birthday so you could come visit me. And I was like, now I got to go visit you?
I said I would help pay for the flight. The plane ticket.
Yeah, doesn't mean you are. But anyways, yeah, now we got to go to Minnesota in April.
Minnesota.
I wonder what it's like. Stop saying that.
Why?
Because you sound fucking stupid, first of all. Second of all, it doesn't contribute anything to the conversation.
Your face doesn't contribute anything to the conversation.
Third, you keep doing that, you're going to it's going to get stuck. And then you're going to say it like that for real all the time.
Nuh-uh. It's like when I say hello, I can still say hello.
No.
Minnesota.
You can't.
I feel like I want to learn how to say other words with like,
Out. Say out.
Out.
No, out. Like
out. Guys, they came over. My familia came over.
Hold on, didn't you have a second topic?
I'm getting to it. My familia came over.
Like now?
For Chrysler. Yes, right now. Right?
Oh.
We spent the holiday together. There was snow out. It was like one of the first times we had a white Christmas, right? And then Oscar was like, do you want to build a snowman? And then I was like, I just got out of work and it's already dark outside. No. And he's like, fine then. I'm going to go build a snowman by myself.
Sophia never likes having fun with me.
By myself. And then my mom was like, oh, my poor precious little baby boy. I can't let you go by yourself. I'll go with you, right? So then they're both outside. But she was like, I'm not going to help build the snowman. I'm just going to keep you company. And then we turn outside. And then my mom's like down there like in the snow, fucking helping him build the snowman. It was really funny. But anyways, and then I was like, oh, I feel bad.
She didn't say she wasn't gonna help.
Yes, she did. She was like, I'm not gonna help. I'm just gonna watch, keep you
I don't
company.
believe you.
Anyways, it's because you knew, like, your ears are filtered because, like, you know, like, when she's like, I'm not gonna help, you're like, I'm gonna do everything. Like, you already knew, right? But anyways, I turn and we see, and then mom's like all helping, and we're just like, tee right? And I was like, oh, I guess I'll go outside. But I was like, but I'm not gonna help, like, for real, because I just got out of the shower and my hair was all wet and shit. So I was like, I'm just gonna, like, put a hoodie on and the jacket so that, like, I don't get sick. And then I went outside and I was just watching, right? And then Oscar made 2 snowmans. One little baby snowman, right? And put it on my patio to replace my old snowman that I made. Guys, because when I first moved out here, him and my sister kept making fun of me. They're like, you're not going to have any friends. You're going to build a bunch of snowmen, and then those are going to be your friends, right? And I was like, no.
Celeste was saying that. I wasn't saying that.
You were just laughing and agreeing. But anyways.
That's not making fun of you.
You were laughing at me. So
Does that count as making fun of you?
Yes, you dumb bitch.
Hold on, let's take a poll. So if Sophia says something mean to me and the internet laughs, all of you are making fun of me?
If you're not laughing with them, yes. I condone that.
No. Get out of here with that other shit. If you make fun of me and the whole internet laughs, you're all making fun of me or you are making fun of me?
We're all making fun of you.
What if I'm laughing?
Then no one's making fun of you because we're all laughing together. I wasn't laughing.
Well, hold on. Here's the thing. That real quick, that reminds me, that was a big thing when I was a kid, because I was always very sensitive as a child. Like, I couldn't handle people making fun of me and shit. Sophia makes that stupid face like she wasn't.
I thought you were saying sensitive.
Shut up. I'm telling a story. I was very sensitive as a child. Like, I couldn't handle being like the butt of the joke, and like I didn't take it very well, right? And I also, like, at that point wasn't like witty enough to like have a comeback or this or that. And whatever. It was a bunch of middle school type shit, right? And so my dad,
going through puberty,
who was much more of like a
telling jokes,
everybody like talking shit, everybody makes fun of each other type of guy. Jokes. There were times where like I would kind of be complaining to him where I was like, nah, like so and so, like I was complaining about like an altercation that I had or an argument that I got in or whatever. And he's like, well, what the fuck happened? And I was always like, they're laughing at me. And I would explain, like, he said this, he said that, so-and-so said this, whatever. And then they were laughing at me. And my dad, I don't know if he genuinely believed this or if he was just trying to, like, put a positive spin on it that I can run with and therefore be better off with. I think he actually believed this, which to this day, I disagree with him strongly. My dad would try and tell me, he's like, they're not laughing at you. They're laughing with you. And my argument then, and I still think this makes sense.
I'm not laughing.
I'm not fucking laughing is what I would say. Like there would be a joke made here or there in the conversation or in the environment, and they would laugh, and I'd be like, they're laughing at me. They're making fun of me. And he would always try and tell me, they're not laughing at you. They're laughing with you. And I was like, I'm not fucking laughing. And he was like, they're still laughing with you. And I was like, no, I'm not fucking laughing. They're not laughing with me. Like, it's impossible. I have to be laughing for them to be laughing with me. And I still stand by that to this day, because it's like, if I'm not taking the joke, if I'm not receiving what was said the same way you guys are, then you're not laughing with me. Point blank, period. You know what I mean? If you guys say something and you think it's funny and I don't think it's funny, or I think it was insensitive, or I think it was too far, or I think this or that, then I'm not fucking laughing with you. You know what I mean? Like, that's why, like, when you and I say shit, you say some mean, fucked up shit to me, I'll laugh too, because it was funny, and I know you don't mean it that much. So then you're laughing with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll say some, like, really nice shit, and then you'll, like, get your feelings hurt. No, I'm just kidding. But that type of shit where, like, to this day, I'm like, I'm not fucking laughing. Like, I'm not fucking laughing. They're not laughing with me. Like, it's impossible.
Yeah.
So your point of, are you laughing? That is a relevant point, but fuck you. That's not what we're arguing right now.
Anyways, they were bullying me.
No,
just kidding. No, they weren't bullying me. They were just poking fun, right? And they were like,
no, my sister was making jokes, and I was an innocent audience member who was just enjoying it
and adding on to the jokes. But anyways, you're like, have you made any snowman friend yet? When we
got there?
No, when I was here in the group chat. Anyways, They got here, right?
I don't believe
there
you.
was snow. And I was like, oh, like the day that they were getting here, I was like, I'm going to build like a little small one so I could say that I had a snowman friend, right? So I built it real quick. And then Oscar went out to my balcony. And I was like, look, that's Frank. He's my first snowman friend. He's like, cool. And then he like kept looking around. And then like we were out there for a couple more minutes. And then Celeste came, our sister came, and then she put like snow down his shirt. And he's like, ah! And I was like, here, I'll help. And he's like, don't help
Fucking
me.
bitch.
Yeah, he said that to me. Anyways.
It was so unnecessary. Hold on. Nah, fuck you. You got to tell us right.
Okay, tell her.
Sophia was out there in fully regular clothes. I was out there in warm-ups and a wife beater. Like, so it was cold. And I was like, all right, because I was only going to be out there for like a minute or two, just kind of looking around. And I was out there peacefully looking at the beautiful snow that I'm so unused to seeing. It was the first day that we got there. My sister's new fucking apartment, living all by herself. She's growing up so fast. It was this whole little like fucking life moment. And then my bitch sister comes and fucking grabs snow and puts it down my shirt, in the back of my shirt.
And then runs away.
Completely unprovoked. I didn't even do anything to her. Now I gotta deal with that bullshit. I take my shirt off out in the fucking cold. Annoying as fuck, right?
Yeah.
I feel a little mean calling Celeste a bitch. You know what? Sorry. I know I keep interrupting your stories, but I keep having things that I feel strongly about. I think I should not feel as bad as I do for calling you guys bitches.
I mean, I call you a bitch,
so
like that's how I see
you guys are
it.
like disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like you guys call me a bitch in the sense of like you're trying to say that I'm like a pussy, which is whack.
No, I'll call you a pussy.
But no, but that's how you mean it. You mean that type of bitch, like you're bitch made, not like you're a mean person. You know what I mean? You guys will say that just because you like give me a hard time and like making fun of me. But if I call you guys a bitch, it's because you guys are actually doing mean shit. You know what I mean? But even then, when I say it, I feel conflicted because I'm like, that's your sister. Like, don't talk about her that way. Like, don't call her that. But then they're so fucking mean.
But then they're bitches.
But then they're bitches, and I'm like, fuck you. You don't deserve my like fucking
consideration,
moral restraint. You know what I mean? I don't, because look, Sophia's the type. I already know she's not gonna fucking back me up on this, but I know it to be true for a fucking fact. I didn't start calling you guys bitches until like 3 years ago, because for the longest fucking time, I was like, nah, like that's my sister. I'm not gonna talk about her that way. Like, I'm not gonna use those words, whatever. Like, she's above that. They're above that. And it was just recently, within the last 2 or 3 years, where I was like, man, fuck that shit. These guys talk too much shit. They are so mean for no reason. They don't deserve it.
Oscar has lived such a hard life.
But even now, I'll do it in like just situations like that where like they actually like did something that was mean and not be like, oh, bitch. Not like, I won't say it casually and throw it around the way they do. No, but it's like the shit. Because you're saying this whole thing, Oscar's lived such a hard life and whatever, mocking me. It's like how we've talked about. I think we've talked about it on TikTok for sure. But I don't know if we've talked about it here on the podcast. But it's the type of shit where like, you know how the stereotypical brother with his sister, like the brother's always like punking his sister and like pretending like he's gonna punch her, like throwing punches like this close to her face, but not hitting her, and like fucking doing that shit all the time.
Yeah,
I don't do that shit. I'm not a fucking meathead douchebag, right? I'm a nice guy. But Sophia does that shit to me.
It's so funny because I saw a video.
She's like the dickhead brother that's like in my face for no reason.
It's because I saw that video. Because like that started trending on TikTok, and I was like, I wonder what Oscar will do if I do that. So then I did it, and he's just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, being all stupid. And like now I do it because I think it's funny.
Well, that's another area where the general idea of like you guys are much more brotherly in how you talk to me and the things you do than I am. You know what I mean? Where like I'm never like beating up on them or nothing like that. Where it's like they'll walk by and I'll fucking push them onto the couch just because I can. Like, what are you gonna do about it? I was never allowed to get away with that type of shit. You know what I mean? So along with that, right now I called Celeste a bitch twice, and I felt bad about it. And I was like, damn, I hope people don't get mad at me because they would be right. I shouldn't be calling her that. But fuck her. I wasn't doing anything. I was there. She put ice in my shirt. She put snow in my shirt. It was cold.
Okay.
And then, but then what did you do? Hold on. There was another shit where like she put the snow in my shirt and I took it off and I was like, fucking shit. And I was shaking it around. and then Sophia like walked up to me, and then I smacked her.
Yeah.
I was like, "Get away from me!"
No,
or
it's
some
just
shit.
I saw because he was outside when it happened, right? And I was still inside, and then I was just because he like walked outside, and I was still inside, and I was like, "Yeah, look, there's Frank." And then he walked, and then I saw Celeste do that. I was like, "Ah!" And then I had a towel, and so I put my shoes on, and then I went outside with him, and so I got the towel, and I was starting to like wipe the snow off his back, and then he smacked my hand and called me a bitch. You fucking dumbass. And then I cried myself to sleep.
I didn't call her a bitch.
Anyways, the before that part, the story was true, right? And then I was like, bruh. And he was like, what? No, stop touching me. And I was like, I was wiping the snow off, you jackal. And he's like, no, still. Stop.
I smacked her with my wife beater.
Yeah.
Where I was like, get away from me. I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Because like Sophia can attest to, we have a tendency to gang up on each other. So like if Celeste just put fucking snow on my shirt, I don't trust that Sophia's gonna come help me. I can reasonably infer that Sophia's gonna come and try and like pretend to help me and then put more snow or some shit. So I'm like, get away from me, all of you. Like, I don't trust you guys, dickheads.
Okay. Anyways, I'm going back to my original story. Thank you very much.
What is your original
story?
Get
to the point already.
Damn.
You'd know it. Anyways. Right? Oscar went outside. I was looking. I was like, there's Frank. There's the rest of the neighborhood. There are the lights. Like, I was just like saying everything. Oh,
I think
right?
I know what the original point is. Go ahead.
And then Celeste went out there, put snow down his back. He went, ah! Right? And then wiped the snow off. I put shoes on with the towel and I went. And he's like, don't touch me. No. And I was like, bruh. And he's like, no. And I was like, well, anyways, this is my casa. And I went like that. And I was like, and there's Frank. And then he was like, and then he fucking bitch slaps Frank off the patio. And immediately I went, Frank! And I was like, that was my first friend. And then he starts laughing like he is now. And I didn't even call him a bitch after that. I should have.
I completely forgot.
I know.
That I did that.
I know.
Until you started telling this story where you were like, yeah, he made a new snowman to replace my old snowman. I was like, I didn't even remember she had a snowman on there. And then she was like, yeah, so Oscar went outside and Frank was there. And I was like, oh, I smacked the fuck out of Frank, didn't I?
Yeah. And then
First off, it was a really shitty fucking snowman. It was hardly a snowman. It was just a pile of snow on the thing. And she called it Frank. And then
it was
when
Frank.
I was walking away, when we were leaving, I was like, I smacked the shit out of Frank. He evaporated. Show him the snowman that's on there right now.
I can't.
I have a picture.
That was going to be my next point. They made the snowmans. And he was like, here, so that you can like have them like throughout the winter, like while we're gone or whatever, right? Super fucking mushy stuff. And I was like, no, you asshole, because eventually they're gonna melt and then I'm gonna be so sad. Well, the weather had a bit of a high or whatever, because it wasn't a dip, whatever the opposite of a dip is. A peak. And then it rained. It didn't snow, it rained. And now
the snowmen are gone?
Both of them. The last time I checked,
completely?
Officially, no, there's still like a tiny like ball from the base of the bigger snowman.
The big one?
Yeah, here, let me show you. Can you see? I'm trying to see. I have like a screen thing. Okay, I think I'm showing it really shitty. I'll just take a picture.
Damn!
That's it!
All of the fucking snow is gone, dude. Well, I'm gonna show pictures from when we made them so they can see what it looked like. There's snow everywhere.
There's snow everywhere.
Damn,
and now it's all gone. And I was like, honestly, I'm glad it happened this quick, because if it was there for a longer time, I would have like been really sad.
Had a stronger bond.
I would have, yeah. But literally, it was so funny
because it would have stood the test of time and shit. And
it literally,
never gonna leave.
It literally melted the same like week that you guys were here. Like, I just came home and then it was raining. I was like, oh my god, it's raining a lot. And then the next day when I came home from work, I looked and then they were just gone. And I was like, oh! For context, today is Sunday. We were there on Wednesday. Like, we left on Wednesday. And I think we made it on Tuesday or something. Yeah.
Or on Monday.
No, yeah, we made it on Tuesday. So.
Damn.
Yeah. So.
No, we made it on Monday.
We made it the day before Christmas Eve.
Monday.
We made it on Monday. But yeah. And now it's gone. So, like, it sucks. But also, I was like, oh, okay. Like.
Did we even name the snowman? We didn't name them, huh?
No.
I just called them my snow buddies on Instagram. Well, if you follow me on Instagram,
So,
anyways,
R.I.P. snowmen. I kind of want to go walk by and see if because we stuck sticks in them as arms, and I want to see if they're just kind of like
see
there.
if the sticks are just there,
Yeah.
just falling.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But
that'd be good.
Yeah, that's my snowman story. All of my friends are dead.
But you get what I mean? I wasn't laughing. So like they would know. I have a friend. There's a person that I was friends with in high school. I haven't talked to her in a long time, or haven't like really hung out with her, or, like been friends in that way in a long time.
Oh, well, that got depressing.
Or like since high school. But she posted like 2 days ago. She reposted other people's stories, but the stories were about her and the fact that it was her birthday. So like other people, like her sister or whoever, posted like 4 or 5 pictures with her, and it was like, "Oh, happy birthday! You're my favorite
birthday!"
Right? And you're then she reposted those. Thank you. And then she reposted them, and then I was like, I haven't talked to her in a while. Like, let me say something, right? So then I was like, I swiped up on her story. I swiped up on her story of those posts, and I was like, "You have a birthday?"
Oh my God.
Which I thought was funny. But then again, like, this is the type of shit where like there's certain people that I haven't talked to in so long that I kind of feel like, are they even gonna get it? Like, are they even gonna understand how I'm saying it?
Yeah.
Based on like who they knew me to be and who they were, but they don't know who I am now, and I don't know who they are now.
I feel like,
and I was like, I would assume that they would default to taking it the way they would have taken it at that time, knowing who I was then and who they were then, right?
Yeah.
So then I'm like, this should land, but
it didn't.
What I mean is just this. No, well, that's what I was kind of like nervous about, right? So I was like, "You have a birthday?" And to me, it was a joke because it was like, duh, obviously everybody. But it was also just an acknowledgement of like me and my friends when we were in high school, we never celebrated each other's birthdays with each other. Like none of us, or nobody with me at least. Nobody ever told me when it was their birthday, and I never told anybody else when it was my birthday. I don't know about like
everyone was celebrating birthdays, just they didn't invite.
Anyways, like I only went to one birthday party in high school, and I was a freshman,
and it was mine.
He was a senior.
Just kidding.
I was like, "You have a birthday?" And I genuinely didn't know that it was around this time. And then she hadn't responded. And then I was like, well, I don't know. Like, I don't know if she'll respond. I don't know if she'll see it. I don't know if she'll get it. I don't know how she'll take it. Just whatever. She's cool. And then she responded yesterday, and she was like, sadly, LOL. And I was like, all right, cool. We're on the same page here.
You knew it was a joke.
Well, not only that, but just the idea of like, yeah, we're getting old and like fucking kind of thing.
Speaking of getting old, it was hilarious.
Hold on. Was there anything else I was going to say? She said, sadly, LOL. And then I was like, I hope it was a good one or some bullshit. I said LMAO, I think. And I was like, hope it was good. And she's like, thanks. And then that was kind of that. But like, so anyways, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Speaking of getting old, I sent Oscar.
I'm surprised. Sorry, you haven't asked me this whole time who the fuck I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
Who? Oh, you follow her or what? You saw her things?
No, but that's the only friend you have from high school that you would care to talk to again, I think. Anyways.
Okay, damn.
Anyways, like I was saying, speaking of getting old, I sent Oscar a very funny TikTok earlier today. And it was the thing. It was like POV when your birth year starts with 19. And it's this guy who's like putting stuff in the oven. And every time he squats down to like place something in the oven, he opens the oven and there's like a squeak, right? So it's like, ah! And then again, when he stands up and he closes the oven door, it's like, ah! 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 Right? And then he like starts it, and then he's like, and then he squats without like opening or closing the oven, and then it still like squeaks, and it's like, ah! Ah! And I thought it was hilarious because Oscar was saying a couple episodes ago how like he's been getting a bunch of TikToks on his feed just calling him old, and I was like, I'm gonna call him old too. And then I sent it, and he's like, and he's like, fuck you guys. And then he sent me a screenshot. And who was it? It was Mom or Celeste? Mom, right? And it was our mom on Instagram. Sent him the same thing, which is so funny.
I sent it to her.
Oh.
You read it wrong. I sent her that same video yesterday. And then she called me a dick. And then I was like, my birth year starts with 19 too. Like, My knees pop when I get up from squatting. Like
they do.
But anyways, yeah.
Oh my god.
I think that's more so from me being out of shape, not from me being old.
No, it's from you being old. He's so old, guys. But if you're into older men, his knees pop.
That's so funny. Nah, bro. Here's the thing. I feel old in the sense of like 21 feels like it was a long fucking time ago, right?
Yeah.
But I'm logical enough to know that 25 is pretty fucking young, right? In the grand scheme of things. Stop being stupid. If you can just not make a joke for 1 second. 25 is pretty fucking young in the grand scheme of things, right? And I know that when I'm 40, I'll realize how young I was at 25. But I'm not fucking 40, so I can't. I feel old as shit, right? Here's the thing. I don't think I'm old. I think I'm like an old head, like mom had, like we talked about mom saying. I think I am an old head in the sense that like I think in a lot of areas I'm like I'm an old soul, I guess. But generally speaking, I don't think I'm an old person, right? But and so when I see posts from like what is it, Gen Alpha or whatever the fuck, like 18 to 22 year olds, 18 to 21 year olds, when I see posts where they're shitting on anybody that's like born before 2000 or like my generation, my problem is not that they're calling us old. My problem is that they genuinely believe we are. You know what I mean? Like, if you're just calling my generation old just because it's funny, right? Where, like, Diego is 30 and we're like, yeah, you old fuck. Just because we're just joking and just giving him a hard time. Okay, fine, that's funny. But I feel like people that young are that fucking stupid to actually believe that I'm an old fuck. You know what I mean?
Well, when
like,
you
if
were
you're just doing it,
when you were 21,
that's exactly what I was gonna say. Exactly what I was gonna get to. When I was 19, 21, I wasn't actually stupid enough to believe 25, 26 is old. I would make that kind of joke just to give you a hard time, just because it's funny. But I didn't genuinely believe that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing that bothers me is like, are you actually dumb enough to believe I'm old? You know what I mean? Or are you just giving me a hard time? Because if you're giving me a hard time, fine. I'll give you a hard time back. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, we can talk shit. Let's do it. But anyways, yesterday, I genuinely felt like an old fuck for the first time. And it was bad. It was bad. You know why?
Why?
I was at Starbucks because I was editing the podcast.
Starbucks, right? Yeah.
And I was sitting there and it was like a glass wall. So where you could see outside, and right outside is all the tables that they had like for the Starbucks, like just the outside section patio of the Starbucks. And there was like 4 or 5 young men that came in. They looked to be like between 16 and 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
They came in, ordered a bunch of shit, whatever. They went outside, and I guess they were just like chilling outside waiting for their shit to be ready. And I could see them through the glass, and it was kind of tinted and it was kind of dark out, but I could still see them. And the whole time that they were there, I don't know if they were recording or what, but like one dude was standing there, and then the other dudes, like one by one, taking turns, would stand in front of him and do like Fortnite dances. Like just doing them, like really genuinely doing it. And they were doing them like they meant them. And they were just doing it there and just like doing the fucking dances. And they seemed like they were having a good time. And I genuinely had this like
disgust.
This disgust of like, what the fuck are you idiots doing right now?
That's so rude.
That's
so rude.
Like, that's sort of like, what are you doing? Like,
being kids.
What are you doing? What is the fucking point of doing those stupid fucking dances right here, right now in this situation? Like, you guys can't have a conversation, make a joke, tell a story. Like,
you're so old.
What the fuck is entertaining about doing the stupid fucking dances? Like, that's how you pass the time?
Have you done the dances?
You idiots. I genuinely had these feelings, like those feelings of like, just do something with your lives. Like, like that sort of like, and I kind of caught myself, and I was like, oh fuck. And I was like, I might be an old fuck. Nah, but then I started thinking about it, and I started kind of like analyzing it within myself, where I'm like, I've never done a Fortnite dance in my life, even when I was in high school and they were popular. Just because I don't know, not Fortnite.
Is that how long Fortnite has been like around?
Fortnite's been around. Fortnite had a big fucking it was big and it had a moment. And then it kind of died.
And then it went back up.
And then it had like a huge resurgence.
I was going to say, yes, you've never done the Fortnite dances, but that wasn't trendy then. But you know what was trendy? Andy's home.
It was trendy when I was that age. It was trendy
to do those dances? and record yourself doing them?
It's within, no, not necessarily record, but just to do them casually. I didn't know that they were recording. I thought they were doing them casually. I was young during the first kind of peak of Fortnite. No, but it's also the type of shit where like I was never one to be doing dances, like, because I don't know, it's weird to me with people in Fortnite dances, because they'll do them like, if you do it in celebration of whatever, like you're playing a game, you're playing basketball with your friends, you score in someone's face and then you do it, that makes sense to me. But people just do them just like almost out of like boredom, like out of like a tick almost, where they're just kind of passing the time in their head.
You need to stop talking.
And that shit I've never understood. Even when I was 17, 18, I was just like, what are you doing? Like, what's
you sound so old.
What's the point? You know what I mean? So I think it's not that I'm old, it's that I'm not like a dancer in that sense. I think of like,
you have an old just dance soul to pass the time. And now your body's matching your soul.
My body's catching up. But then I started thinking about me and dancing, and I was like, nah, I'll like dance by myself, like stupidly when I'm listening to music, where I'll just like kind of thing, right? But like actual choreographed dance with intention, I only do that in like two situations. Like I'll only do that if I'm dancing with someone, and I'll only dance with someone if they're like a member of my family, like my mom or my aunt,
or his hoochie mama.
If it's someone I'm hitting on, that's it. Like I don't dance casually. Like I don't dance with intention or with like thought casually, publicly, just fucking cuts. I don't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I started thinking about it, and I was like, nah, I think it's more of just a dance thing where like I'm just not super into dancing in that sense. Or like I think like if you're gonna be into dancing, like I think it's also like a stupid artsy fartsy thing where it's like either like dance like for real, like actually learn how to dance, or sit down. Like these fucking bullshit little stupid trendy dances that are like for songs and this and that and whatever, like those just fucking like, you look dumb. You know what I mean? Like
they're fun to do though.
You know?
I think you're old. And like
I don't know.
I mean it when I say like I pull on your leg a lot calling you old.
Like in my heart,
but like,
I do you think do you think I'm just an old soul and I've been an old soul, or do you think I'm becoming an old soul because I'm getting older?
No, I think you've been an old soul, and like now your soul's like ancient, like as you get older. You know? Just keeps going.
That's fine.
But anyways, leave the kids alone. Let them do their Fortnite dances. And besides,
I never like trendy dances.
I was gonna say, and besides, like with the whole,
I think dancing, like break dancing, is cool, like as an art form, as like a skill or like something that you hone. But like trendy dances that are like easy and simple and like it's just like,
they're just fun. Like I think you put so much, like I think you're putting too much. Like yes, dancing can be like an art form, right? But also it can just be fun. Like the way you were saying, like you just like dance around, like it's just fun. You know? But anyways.
Well, that's what I meant by like the artsy fartsy thing, where like I'm kind of a real artsy fartsy motherfucker in that sense of like I can't like do it casually, you know what I mean?
I forgot what I was gonna say because you kept interrupting me again.
Well, anyways, I got more to say. Why the fuck do you have this trippy ass fucking LSD mushroom ass shit in the background, bro?
Because it's fun.
With your fucking Christmas tree, like.
Yeah, have you never done shrooms on Christmas? Like, just kidding. Is this shrooms or acid? Like that you see this? Hold on. I think it had like a, not that you see this, but it's like supposed to be like, oh, psychedelic trance, space visualization, hallucinations.
I think that's technically both. But anyway,
best of both worlds.
Oh, no, never mind. Can't talk about
the best of both worlds.
You know what I told Sophia?
Oh yeah,
she made
fucking
fun of me?
Idiot. Yeah.
What?
The Hannah Montana thing.
There's a video on like Instagram, and then the audio was a song by Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
And then Sophia called me, and then I was singing the song. She's like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was like, "It's a Hannah Montana song. Apparently that bitch like released music." And she was like, "The fuck do you mean?" And I was like you know how she would sing in the show? Apparently you could actually go listen to like her official Hannah Montana songs, like on like Apple Music, and like it's like an audio on fucking Instagram and shit. And Sophia was like, "No fucking shit, you idiot." And I was like,
whoa.
First of all, Apple Music streaming wasn't even a thing when that show was around, so fuck yourself. But she was like, "Yeah, you can listen to the songs from every fucking Disney thing ever, like from the movies, from the shows, from this, from that, and I was like, fucking sorry. I just thought the song was pretty good. I was listening to it. Anyways. What the fuck is the Best of Both Worlds song? Where's that from? I recognize it, but I don't know what it is or where it's from. Is it Hannah Montana?
Yes.
I used to watch Hannah Montana. I should know that, I guess. Well, I recognize the song. Like when you sing it, I know that the next part is
I thought that's why you were talking. I thought that's why you started talking about Hannah Montana, and that's why you were like, "Do you know what I'm talking about?"
It just reminded me of like an old, like kiddish song, you know?
Oh my god, that's literally like the intro, Oscar. The best
of the show
of both worlds. Oh my god, you're so old. You're already losing your memories. I haven't seen that show in like
15 years, bro.
Oh, you're so old.
Fuck you. You haven't seen it in that long either.
Nuh-uh. I watch it on TikTok all the time.
Nah, no mames.
Not all the time, but I have seen it on TikTok. That and Kim Possible.
I never watched Kim Possible.
I love Kim Possible. Kim Possible.
I think I've seen it, but it wasn't like a show that I would watch like regularly, like I really liked and would put on if it was on. Like I was more of like a Danny Phantom.
Oh, I like Danny Phantom too. I love Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom's my first crush.
So yeah, Sophia's disgusting. Sophia had a crush on Danny Phantom.
Yeah,
and I'm sure a lot of you are gonna agree, but you're also
he
disgusting.
Was fine, but like specifically,
crushes on cartoons is fucking weird.
Okay, I was like 5.
But anyways,
I don't know how old I was.
Even weirder. Even weirder.
No, but like specifically Danny Phantom when he was in his ghost form, not when he wasn't.
Yeah, with the white hair.
Yeah.
And all the other shit.
Anyways,
some Jack Frost shit.
My first real crush, real person, not real crush, because that was a real crush. But my first real person crush. I
remember.
Who?
What's his name?
Corbin Blue.
Some shit like that.
In Jump
the
In.
The dude with the fro. From Jump In or from High School, wasn't he in High School?
He was also in High School Musical, but I specifically got the crush. No, but I specifically got the crush from the movie Jump In.
It was the biggest deal. It's the only crush Sophia has ever had, as far as my mom knows.
That's like
because Sophia never talks about like her crushes or anything.
Yeah, because after that crush, everyone talks shit.
She's a bad sport because everybody was like, "Oh my god!"
And I was like,
made a big old deal out of it.
And I was like, "Brother," and then I never told anything
and then
to
she,
anyone.
Like, shut down
ever
and,
again.
like.
And now I live in Minnesota.
She's a bit dramatic. Anyways.
Bop to the top.
Where the fuck is that from?
Bruh, you're so old.
Where is it from? I know it, but I don't remember where it's from.
You don't know? Bop to the top. It's from High School Musical. And strut your stuff. And it also
That's from High School Musical.
Yes, and it also.
I don't know how I know that then because I've never seen those movies.
I was about to say, and it also made an appearance on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody when Ashley Tisdale. They were doing a High School Musical. Ooh. Ashley Tisdale, whatever, the blonde one. The smart one. London Tipton's friend, the blonde one. The one that worked there.
Oh,
What's
okay,
What's her name? Anyways.
The one that
I don't
Zach had a crush on.
Yeah. Anyways, right? She was like, "Oh, like I'm gonna what's it called? Like audition for that role." She was like, "A lot of people tell me that I look like that chick from the movie." And then like it was like a running joke in the episode where it's like you look nothing like her, but it's like the same actress, you know what I mean? Anyways,
so the High School Musical movie was a movie within the Zack and Cody universe.
Yeah. Anyways, so that might have been where you heard it from.
How long ago did you see this shit, bro? How do you remember that? Like,
because I'm not old. It's closer to my childhood, you know.
Or I think you were older when you were. No, I don't know.
Anyways. No, you were older when you saw them, so it would make more sense for you to.
Yeah, because we were watching them at the same time. Yeah.
But you're old.
Yes. I said never mind. Damn it.
So you don't remember.
Yeah, no, I never saw the High School Musical movies. They always look fucking dumb.
Troy!
Shut up! Is that why you like the movie Troy so much? Remember when he's outside the gates and he's screaming Hector and shit?
Hector! No, it's like a meme where it's like, bro, that seems so stupid.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't give a shit about those movies or any of the lore or any of the references. They're fucking stupid.
Wow.
Anyways.
So that's it for today's episode, guys. Oscar really showed his age today. It is what it is. Comment on how old you think his soul is, you know, not how his face is, just his soul. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.
I feel like if anybody ever comments on that, it's never going to be a number. It's going to be like ancient or going to be like fucking mummified or like.
I hope they do. That will be funny. Anyways. And that's all. Goodbye, bye.
Subscribe.
I already said that. But like, yeah, do it.